Okay, so I am dressed, different t-shirt on. I've had a shower and a shave. My teeth are dirty. I'm haggard and 42, so I'm seasoned and weathered. But I'm here to read my philosophy, Oriano. So we'll carry on. In fabric of my philosophy, I propose that coherence does not necessitate conformity, not stifling uniformity, but celebration of diversity, recognition that tapestry of thought gains depth and complexity through inclusion of contrasting perspectives. Beauty lies in interweaving of ideas, intricate dance of concepts that forms coherent narrative of intellectual inquiry. Moreover, coherence in thought emerges from pursuit of intellectual unity. It becomes deliberate effort to connect dots, to seek common ground among divergent ideas, and to construct bridges across intellectual landscapes. Thought, when approached with spirit of synthesis, reveals its innate coherence as disparate threads brought together to form a unified whole. Coherence, I perceive, not rigid structure, but flexible tapestry that allows for ebb and flow of ideas. It becomes recognition that intellectual evolution requires willingness to adapt, to refine, and to integrate new insights into ever unfolding narrative of thought. In symphony of my philosophical reflections, I find solace in belief that thought is coherent tapestry, not despite its diversity, but because of it. It becomes recognition that beauty of intellectual exploration lies in mosaic of ideas, interplay of contrasting threads, and continuous evolution of tapestry that defines complex landscape of human thought. In tapestry of my philosophical vision, I assert with conviction that Oriano serves as bridge spanning gaps between conflicting ideologies. Let me articulate in my own words profound reasons behind this assertion. Consider intellectual landscape adorned with multitude of ideologies, each vying for supremacy within theatre of thought. In midst of this ideological cacophony, Oriano emerges as a bridge, transcendent force that connects seemingly disparate islands of belief. It's not a bridge of compromise that dilutes essence of conflicting ideologies, but bridge that facilitates dialogue and mutual understanding. Oriano, to me, becomes common ground upon which thinkers from divergent perspectives can converge. It serves as meeting point, neutral territory where intellectual discourse can flourish without confines of rigid dogmas. In its essence, Oriano becomes bridge that invites ideological wanderers to traverse space between conflicting shores, fostering space for meaningful engagement. This bridge building quality of Oriano, rooted in recognition that conflicting ideologies often arise from different vantage points, experiences, and interpretations. Instead of dismissing these differences, I propose that Oriano encourages thinkers to cross bridge, to explore nuances of opposing viewpoints, and to engage in shared exploration of truth. Furthermore, Oriano bridges gaps by emphasizing dynamic nature of ideas. It acknowledges that intellectual evolution ongoing process and conflicting ideologies need not remain in perpetual opposition. Bridge of Oriano, conduit for flow of thought, facilitating exchange of ideas and allowing for synthesis of diverse perspectives. In Symphony of Conflicting Ideologies, Oriano acts as conductor, orchestrating harmonious dialogue that transcends dissonance. It encourages intellectual explorers to traverse bridge, to seek common ground, and to discover richness that lies in convergence of diverse thoughts. This bridge building endeavour not attempt to homogenise ideas or to diminish distinctiveness of conflicting ideologies. On contrary, it becomes celebration of intellectual diversity, recognition that within interplay of differing perspectives there exists potential for more nuanced and comprehensive understanding of truth. In the luminous realm of my philosophical reflections, I find solace in belief that Oriano, as bridge between conflicting ideologies, paves way for more profound and interconnected exploration of vast landscape of human thought. It becomes invitation for thinkers to cross bridge, to engage in meaningful dialogue, and to embrace intellectual richness that emerges from convergence of divergent streams of ideas. In sanctum of my philosophical reverie, I declare with unwavering conviction, Oriano is a force that is personal, a sacrosanct power of concentration that courses through very fibres of my being. Allow me to unravel a soliloquy of why I hold this belief, why I perceive Oriano not as abstract concept, but as intimate, pulsating force within corridors of my consciousness. Oriano, to me, more than theoretical construct, it exists as an embodiment of personal agency. We can see recognition that force driving intellectual inquiry not external but resides within, power that stems from very core of my existence. It becomes realization that pursuit of truth, not passive endeavor but active engagement, conscious concentration of thought that defines contours of my intellectual landscape. This force, this sacrosanct power of concentration, not arbitrary or capricious, I see it as deliberate or intentional, active channeling entirety of my intellectual faculties towards singular point of focus. Oriano becomes compass, guiding my thoughts with precision and purpose. And in this concentrated focus, I discover a profound potency of personal intellectual agency. Consider active concentration, intentional directing of attention towards specific points. Oriano, in its personal manifestation, distilled essence of this concentration, I see sacred acts of focusing my intellectual energies on exploration of truth, intimate communion between inquisitive mind and vast landscape of ideas that unfolds before it. In solace of this personal force, I find sanctuary. Oriano, not distant deity, but immanent power, force that resonates within very sanctum of my consciousness. Reminder that pursuit of knowledge not detached from self, but integral part of my identity. Sacrosanct journey of self-discovery. Moreover, this force of concentration, not restrictive imposition on thought, but liberating current that allows for exploration of intellectual horizons. In focused gaze of Oriano, I find freedom to delve into depths of ideas, to unravel intricacies of thought with undivided attention, and to navigate vast expanse of intellectual landscapes with purpose. Boring pictures. Boring pictures. In this soliloquy, I invite contemplation on intimacy of Oriano, acknowledgement that force driving my philosophical pursuits not abstract ideal but deeply personal power of concentration. It becomes ode to sanctity of intellectual agency, celebration of intentional focus that transforms pursuit of truth into sacred journey guided by sacrosanct power of Oriano. In ethereal sanctum of my philosophical reverie, I find myself in mystical place, realm that evokes sublime concepts of union. It not merely cerebral domain, but transcendent space where boundaries between thought and self blur, and dance of ideas takes on sacred significance. Let me weave for you imagery of this mystical sanctum, a prelude to the soul of union that shall come later in later remarks. Picture, if you will, vast expanse enveloped in soft glow of intellectual luminescence. This sanctum becomes haven where mind communes with profound mysteries of existence, space where ephemeral and eternal converge in dance of harmonious resonance. Very air seems charged with electricity of contemplation, and every thought resonates with energy of philosophical exploration. In this mystical place, boundaries of self dissolve into ether of ideas. Dichotomy between thinker and thought fades, and I, as philosopher, become one with currents of intellectual revelation. It becomes union that transcends ordinary constraints of consciousness, communion with essence of truth that lies at heart of philosophical inquiry. This sanctum adorned with tapestry of diverse ideas, each thread intricately woven into fabric of union. Concepts and perspectives, seemingly disparate, find harmony in grand mosaic of intellectual exploration. Dance of ideas becomes cosmic ballet choreographed by unseen hands of inspiration, and I, willing participant, lose myself in rhythm of philosophical ecstasy. This mystical sanctum, not solitary chamber, but shared space, intermingling of thoughts that resonate across collective consciousness. It comes across as nexus where intellectual endeavors of thinkers past and present converge, creating symphony of wisdom that reverberates through corridors of time. Echoes of profound musings from across ages contribute to rich tapestry of union that envelops this sacred space. As I stand within sanctum of philosophical reverie, I sense impending arrival of the soul of union, prelude, anticipation of deeper, more profound connection with every essence of existence. Mystical place I describe not only realm of intellectual exploration, but threshold to transcendental understanding, invitation to witness soulful union of thinker with eternal truths that lie beyond veils of ordinary perception. In luminous realm of philosophical contemplation, I feel compelled to expound upon profound potency of personal intellectual agency. Let soliloquy unfold, testament to sacred power that resides within individual thinker, shaping very fabric of intellectual cosmos. Consider, if you will, vast expanse of mind, uncharted terrain teeming with potential for exploration, discovery, and unraveling of profound truths. Within this realm that personal intellectual agency takes root, force both sacred and potent, guiding trajectory of thought and shaping contours of individual understanding. Potency I speak of not passive inclination, but active, intentional engagement with boundless possibilities of intellectual inquiry, recognition that within crucible of personal agency, thinkers wield power to navigate intellectual landscape, to chart their own course amidst myriad ideas that beckon for attention. In sanctum of personal intellectual agency, autonomy becomes beacon, guiding light that illuminates path of intellectual exploration. We see call to independence, urging thinkers to question, to challenge, and to forge their own narrative within grand tapestry of human thought. Potency lies in freedom to shape one's intellectual destiny, unshackled by fetters of dogma or conformity. This sacred power extends beyond mere act of contemplation, force that permeates very essence of creativity. Personal intellectual agency becomes wellspring from which innovative ideas flow, source of transformative thoughts that have potential to revolutionize understanding and redefine paradigms. Moreover, potency of personal agency lies in its ability to foster sense of responsibility, recognition that choices made within realm of thought carry consequences, shaping not only individual perspectives but influencing collective consciousness. It becomes acknowledgement that thinkers, as agents of intellectual change, bear profound responsibility for impact of their ideas on broader landscape of human understanding. Regular breaks. I think I might leave it there. In Symphony of Intellectual Pursuits. That's where we'll pick it up next time. In Symphony of Intellectual Pursuits.